So this is Danberrin Rock camp area, free camp area. We're just south of Nungarin. I mean, you can look it up easy enough on Google Maps, but I'll put maps at the end anyway. Bit of a breeze, hopefully it's not too bad, I always say that. There's a spot where my car is there, that's really got a nice shaded level spot. It would be very happy to come and camp there. This is really not very known at all. I don't even know if I've really seen anything of it at all. There's a nice toilet over there, which I always talk about. Information, you can see up the top there's a little monument, you can walk up to the top. Apparently there's a water hole here somewhere, we're going to see if we can find it, depending on the season. There are other camp spots, there's some over there near the rocks, and there was some back over on the right. I think the more you look, there'll be lots and lots and lots of campsites here. They've got garbage bins, which is nice for a change. Some picnic tables around. You see it's all a very, I don't know, what do you call it, inviting setting. I do like it. It's not as spectacular as a lot of rocks, but still the walk up to the top would be nice. We're probably going to go up the top in a minute and see what the view's like. It's just nice to have a bit of shade. And it looks like with that group of trees that are over there, you get shade all day. Or most of the day, maybe in the morning you wouldn't have it for a while, but after that. You could probably pick other spots around where there are quite a few more trees around you. Not a lot of trees, but enough to give you a decent shade. That's probably the best, biggest patch just there, which is perfect to put the camp spot beside it. It's nice when people do intelligent things. So in terms of from Perth, we're almost east. We're just up from Merredin. And we're south of Merredin. So we're not that far from the highway. You could come off the highway if you want to just come out and be somewhere out in the bush somewhere, instead of some of the crowded spots that are along the highway. So it works out pretty well. If anyone's still watching, if you can press like for me, that's just really helpful. Keep saying that's the biggest thing that can be just helpful to me. Thanks for watching. I had to make a video that here's the entrance to Danberrin Rock and the barbecue area. So if you go around to the left and you go right around the back, you drive up the hill and you get to the top. But again, serious four-wheel drive. When you come down from there, don't keep going around to the right like we just did. It gets really spiky, rough, and you end up going through the person's property. But if you do, you just go down their property, comes back out in the road. So if you do drive up to the top, come back down and go back around the same way you went back up. So this is the top of Danberrin Rock. You can actually drive, if you drive a little track around to the back, it forks into two right around the back, and you can drive to the top of the hill. But you need a pretty serious four-wheel drive. I've got a 2.5 litre Nungarin, and it was struggling with it because it's just not got enough power. If I had the 3 litre version, I'd probably do it easily. But 360 degree view from the top, but it's not a, like, it's got trees all over the rock, which is different, so it's not a clear granite one. You could actually camp up here pretty easily. It's fairly hot today, 33 degrees, but there's such a pleasant breeze. I might muck my video up. If I go around here a bit more, you can see we can drive right to here, and you can actually drive across the top of the rock. If I come around here a bit, you can drive back down there and right over the other side there. So interesting. It's quite pretty in that it's just got a wonderful view again. It's all farm country basically around here. Maybe a couple of little patches of what do you call it, reserve or trees. Little patch over just over there.